All right, so ready to dive into something interesting.
Always.
We're taking a look at Dre and Smiley, the Inner Circle today.
Okay.
And it's really about these unexpected journeys of entrepreneurship, artistry, and how they can kind of like blend together.
Yeah.
We're talking about folks who, maybe didn't take that straight and narrow path to their careers.
Yeah.
They really kind of carved their own way.
Absolutely.
And we're going to see how that led them to where they are today.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
What stood out to me about this group of stories is how it really challenges what we think about success. Like, we always hear about entrepreneurs, like you think about profits, right?
Right, yeah.
But these individuals are really driven by something more than just money.
Yeah. Like, let's jump right into it with episode 177
Okay.
with Jayla Thomas.
Okay.
I mean, talk about a plot twist. She went from renting cars on Turo
Wow.
to being a solar broker in Tennessee.
Seems like such a jump.
I know, right?
And that's a perfect example of seeing a need and then adapting and filling it.
Yeah.
She saw this rising demand for renewable energy, and she just went for it. She wasn't afraid to learn a new industry.
And what I love about episode 174 with Shannon,
Yeah.
she created Nash Pink Ride, which is a ride-sharing service,
Okay.
but it's specifically designed for women's safety.
Oh, wow.
So she saw a problem
Mm-hmm.
with, some of the concerns people have about ride-sharing,
Right, yeah.
and she created a solution.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
It really speaks to how entrepreneurs can create businesses that are really solving real-world problems and prioritizing community
Yeah.
and building a business on trust and protection. That's a really powerful thing.
It makes you kind of look around and be like, what other everyday problems could I create a business out of?
Absolutely.
If I just thought about it a little differently.
Yeah.
But, I think beyond the business side of things, one of the things that really stood out to me with these stories is their power in storytelling.
Cool.
How they communicate their narratives.
Yeah, and what I loved was like the diversity in all the different voices and ways that people told their story.
Totally. Like in the October 5th episode,
Yeah.
we meet Loki Mulholland,
Okay.
and he's actually continuing his mother's legacy through documentary filmmaking.
Wow.
His mother was Joan Trumpauer Mulholland,
Okay.
and she was a civil rights activist.
Wow.
And so he is keeping those conversations alive
Yeah,
about race, about justice,
absolutely. And that's so important.
through his films.
It's amazing that storytelling can bridge those gaps
Yes.
between generations and inspire people to take action.
It's not just documentaries, though.
Yeah.
In episode 178, we meet Kyle A. Meeks,
Oh,
who uses a really interesting blend of filmmaking and photography
interesting.
to foster empathy and healing.
Powerful combination.
It is.
Wow.
And then in episode 179,
Okay.
we meet David Peck, who grew up with deaf parents.
Oh, wow.
And it really shaped his entire approach to communication. And he actually became a sign language interpreter.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. It really makes you think about how your own personal experiences
Right.
shape who you become.
Yeah, and how we talk to each other.
Absolutely.
That's so important.
And sometimes those stories hold the key to overcoming challenges.
Absolutely.
And it's funny how like certain challenges like resonate with you more than others,
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like John Tarnoff's story from episode 172 really hit home for me.
Yeah,
He talks about reinventing himself after 50,
right.
which I feel like is something so many people are dealing with right now.
Totally. Like, it's never too late to switch gears.
Exactly.
Or learn something new
Mhm.
and pursue those passions.
It's like age is just a number, right?
Exactly.
Like you were saying, speaking of defying expectations,
Okay.
episode 162 with Jackie,
Okay.
she achieved financial independence
Wow.
and retired early in her 40s.
These are 40s. Wow. That's amazing.
And she had some major setbacks, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What I think is so cool about what she does is like she's really open about it.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, everybody, you can do this too.
Yeah, she breaks it down. She makes it seem attainable.
And it's not about having like all this secret knowledge.
Right.
It's about like educating yourself and making smart choices.
Yes, exactly.
But it's also about more than just money, you know?
Absolutely.
You have to take care of yourself, like
Yep.
your well-being.
And speaking of,
Okay, what do we got?
episode 163, Crystal Hart.
Okay.
She is all about self-care for women.
Love it.
especially those who are juggling being moms and entrepreneurs.
It's a lot.
It is.
It's so easy to forget about yourself.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, 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 put that oxygen mask on yourself first.
Yes.
Because then you can show up as your best self.
It's all about that sustainability.
Exactly.
Not burning out, finding that rhythm.
Yeah, finding what works for you.
You know, one of the things I love about this podcast
Yeah.
is that it really highlights these unexpected journeys.
Oh, tell me more.
We've talked about solar power, we've talked about ride sharing, but it gets even more interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What else is there?
Episode 167.
Yeah.
Michael Darden.
Okay.
This guy went from just like dabbling in magic as a hobby
Okay.
to being like a top-ranked magician.
Wow.
It's incredible.
It goes to show you it takes dedication, practice, and just believing in yourself.
And then sometimes that journey takes you in a completely different direction.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what happened with Dr. Loretta Caldwell
Okay.
in episode 166. She's also known as the MVMT doctor.
Love it.
And she transitioned from academia to leadership coaching.
Wow, that's quite a change.
I know, right?
So she helps other people find their voice.
Yes, exactly.
That's so powerful.
It is about inspiring others, lifting them up as you climb.
I love that.
And then, speaking of defying expectations, we have Paul
Okay.
from episode 168. He's one happy landlord.
Okay.
He manages real estate, owns a bar and coffee shop,
Wow.
and still finds time to go on these amazing sailing adventures with his family.
He makes it all work. That's incredible.
I know, it's amazing.
Talk about living a full life.
I know, right? It's like he's figured out how to have it all.
Yeah,
you know?
but like, how do you fit it all in?
Right.
That's amazing.
And it's kind of like what you were saying earlier about how we don't have to just pick one thing.
Yeah.
Like, we can explore all these different interests,
Absolutely.
try new things, and really just kind of create this multifaceted life.
And you know what? That's what I think is so inspiring about all these stories.
Yeah.
They all just went for it.
It's about embracing those unexpected turns and seeing them as opportunities.
Exactly.
Like, instead of being afraid of them.
Absolutely.
So it makes you wonder, right?
What about it?
Like, what about you listening right now?
Yeah. What about them?
What experiences do you have that maybe you haven't thought about as like your own unique path?
Because everyone has something to offer.
Yes, exactly.
Don't you think?
Love that.
Like, we can all make a difference in our own way.
Well said.
And inspire others along the way.
Yeah. So until next time, everybody, keep exploring, keep learning, keep diving deep.
Going for it.